All 32 NATO leaders coming together to try and appease the alliance's biggest and most contentious member.
They weren't paying very much. NATO was broke. Then I said, you're going to have to pay, and we did a whole thing, and now they're paying a lot.
And a lot is about to be an understatement, with members set to vote to jack their minimum defense spending up from 2% of GDP to 5% in a bid to keep the U.S. on side.
We are not spending enough as Europeans and Canadians, and they want us to equalize with what the U.S. is spending.
An eye-watering figure for the Prime Minister.
5% of our GDP would be about $150 billion.
I mean, that's a lot.
It's a lot of numbers.
Per year?
Per year.
That's a lot.
Of course, it is a lot. Collectively around the table.
But despite the cost, the Prime Minister confirmed in an interview with CNN that Canada supports the increase.
We're making a commitment, but we're not locking ourselves in. We're not signing a bunch of post-dated checks for the hardware, military hardware of today.
The 5% number has two streams. 3.5% on military hardware like jets and tanks, and 1.5% on defense infrastructure, which can include things like ports and railroads. Canadian officials have told Global News they believe Canada already meets the 1.5% infrastructure commitment, but boosting defense spending will cost Canada at least $47 billion annually, although when that needs to happen by is still being negotiated.
We like to see steps along the way where there can be a re-examination of whether this is the right approach.
Despite getting what he's wanted for years, the U.S. president is now casting a shadow over NATO's bedrock Article 5, which states if a NATO member is attacked, all other members are obligated to come to its defense.
It depends on your definition. There's numerous definitions of Article 5, you know that, right? But I'm committed to being their friends.
The Prime Minister has not outlined a plan for how to pay for these massive increases in defense spending, Donna, but he has warned Canadians that sacrifices will need to be made.
Okay, Mackenzie Gray in The Hague, thank you.